CoolersOnSale.com here for a review and ice test of the Kenai 45. This is the same company that makes Grizzly Coolers, so we want to put this through the same test that we have with the Grizzly as well as all of our other coolers that we've tested in the past. We've gone to the store yesterday, filled this cooler up with about 45 pounds of ice, let it sit for 24 hours, and then we just topped it off again today so that the ice is all the way to the top. We have two beverages in there which we will rotate 3 times a day, top to bottom, bottom to top. That exposes some warm air to the cooler to give it a simulated use, as well as allows you at home to see the progression of ice melt. By putting those beverages in there, you can see as the ice melts as we go. So we'll take a look on the inside and show you that we are in fact filled to capacity with ice, and the two beverages, I absolutely maxed it out, and I'll go ahead and rotate these now. Push these down as much as I can. Now that you've seen that the cooler is in fact filled to capacity with ice, we are underway. We will be checking and filming every day, but for your sake at home, we will speed that up, but you'll be able to see that in a time lapse to see just how long the Kenai 45 can hold ice. We've reached the end of the test, just shy of 8 days that the cooler held ice, about 7 3/4 days, and that is with the cooler filled to capacity with ice. Now, two things I gotta point out with this test as opposed to many of our other tests that you'll see on our YouTube channel. This test was conducted in Washington over the course of a week. We moved 3 campsites, so temperatures were drastically different than they were in Florida. Even though the afternoon temperatures were reaching into the 90 degrees several days, at night it was dropping into the upper 50s. This is different than Florida, which maybe get to like 67 at night. So a little bit cooler temperatures. Also, the cooler remained in the back of my truck for a large majority of this test, which meant that it was getting moved around a lot. It was sloshing around. Some of these roads in the national parks and national forests are very rough. That means it was getting bounced around in the back of the truck. I'll even splice it in because a lot of people ask how watertight are these coolers, as you'll see from the video now. But I wanted to show you something real quick. We just got up to the visitor center in Sunrise, right, and Mount Rainier that you can see over my shoulder, and the road up here is really bumpy, and if you look in the back of the truck, you'll see that there is water everywhere, and that is from the cooler getting sloshed around, and it's leaking. So a lot of people ask, are these coolers watertight? Well, there's your answer based on bouncing around the back of the truck. As you'll see from the video, we experienced some water in the truck bed, so keep that in mind if you're going to be keeping this cooler in the back of an SUV or in the back of a car, and you fill it to capacity and it finally melts, that the water could slosh around. I don't think that's going to be a problem for most people, but it could happen. I just want to let you guys know because a lot of people ask that question. Overall, really solid performance, even considering the temperatures. I'm really impressed with the Kenai 45. I'm going to have a full write-up of this on CoolersOnSale.com because this cooler is brought to you by the same guys that make Grizzly Coolers. So I want to go over some of the differences, what makes this cooler, why does this cooler line exist. We'll go over all of that on CoolersOnSale.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It's what helps us to keep going. I'll go ahead and drain this cooler down as we wind out the video.